friends, welcome back to episode 18 of the Mile High Club. And welcome back to Rachel, who's apparently just teleported into the room.
I was just showing you my new shoes.
Thanks, babe.
I don't know why.
Thank you.
Welcome back, friends. Did you see I got some new boots?
She's ready for winter and she's gone mental, apparently.
It's autumn, isn't it? It's autumn, it's winter, it's snuggle time. Right, where did we leave off? We left off our last podcast on a cliffhanger.
We did.
Because, dun, 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 Leah has been announced as the first speaker at this year's Go Pro Live in Vegas. Yeah, baby.
So excited.
I am so excited.
So excited.
I mean, so excited.
Because you got to do this last year and I was on a panel and you were... I think I say this every time you speak, but I feel like that was the best I've seen you speak.
That was the most nervous I've ever been.
You didn't look at it. I remember being backstage with you.
What was I like backstage? I was pacing.
You were pacing, but you love a pace though. I see you pace quite often before we go out. Pace with the cards, but it's a calm and collected pace.
I think it's the, you know, everybody has their little ritual before they go on stage. I do. I just kind of
posted mine.
Up and down. And then what is your ritual?
I posted it the other day.
What do you do?
Dance.
You do?
I do.
You dance. You do dance. And then I joined in with your ritual.
You did.
It's catching.
It is catching.
Oh my God, but enough about me. I did it last year. It was amazing. I was shitting myself. But it was great. But this year, it's all about you, baby. It's all over to you.
So excited.
Brown, and I am so freaking excited. It's about bloody time you were up there. I mean, okay, yes, last year you did get the stage.
I did.
You were on the panel. You were absolutely incredible. But this year, not even a featured speaker.
No.
The featured speaker. I mean, on the poster.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get on the poster last year.
Did you not?
Well, I got on a poster.
There
was a few of us.
Oh, I remember.
I think there was about maybe 8 of us last year, and we were all on a poster, but not the poster, not like the preliminary. That's how I can't say it. The preliminary. Oh, is that a word that I can't say? The poster before the post. You're on the poster before the poster. You're the big deal. You're the goat.
I'm so excited to do this because, like, you know, and I know, and I think everyone knows, I love to train. I love to be on stage. I love to speak. And, like, when you were saying before about getting nervous, I posted a reel the other day because people ask all the time, like, you must be shitting yourself before you go up. And I'm like, no, there's genuinely not a nerve in my body. It's just sheer excitement to go out and do what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. So to have that platform this year, and we reckon there's going to be like 250,000 people streaming. There's already over 100,000 registered.
Easy. It's one of the biggest platforms that you could possibly speak at.
The biggest for our industry, isn't it?
And I think last year I was like, oh my God, this is the biggest thing that I have ever done. And then you do it and you're like, oh my God, that's what I was meant to do. Yeah. I was meant to be there, and you're meant to be there this year. So I just said to her, I went, I've got my tickets, I've got my plane ride, we're going to be there. And I was like, have you got your ticket? She's like, no.
I've got a ticket. I've got no,
not a ticket, like a plane ticket.
No. I'll be there, I'll get there. I'll walk if I have to.
Do you know what you're speaking on yet?
I have wrote a brand new keynote that will be nothing that I've ever done before.
Okay.
And I think it'll be my best one that I've ever done because I want it to be super, super impactful and disruptive to people's thought patterns and belief systems. Because if there's that many people on, that gives me so much opportunity to wake some people up and shake some people up, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with the 20-30 minutes I've got.
It's only 20 minutes.
I'm going to fit it in. It's going to be punchy,
feels
snappy,
very quick.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, when I did it, I tell you the one thing that really I had to really think about is that we're so used to training our company that all of a sudden it was like, oh, this is guys, when I say this is huge, it's huge.
Yeah.
And you're training everybody's company.
Yeah.
So you have
It's
to
making
think
it
of
generic.
something that is generic. And that I think that was the first time that when we hit GoPro, I think it's the first time we thought, oh my gosh,
It
it's
will
not
have
about
been.
our systems. It's about the system.
It will have been. And so
Yeah.
I was thinking about this because you did that before we did Evolution.
Yeah.
So you had to do that. And then for Evolution, that was the first time that I'd had to do that. So I really thought about what I trained on at Evolution to make sure that it hit for everyone, and I made it industry specific and not company specific. So I've definitely put that in, but I think this is like a full circle moment for me. And I posted this when my flyer came out and I was announced as the first speaker the other day, because I always talk about this, but I did my first GoPro online like 5 years ago.
Was it 5 years ago?
Yeah, and I just started in the industry, and that was the thing that I remember watching, you know, the greats of network marketing on that stage and just saying, I'm going to do that. And I had no income, no talent, no skills, like no team at that point. And this is just my reminder to everyone that if you really know where it is that you're going and that you just 1,000,000% back yourself, we covered a little bit at this in the last episode, but reality will bend to suit this, no matter how ridiculous it seems at the time, because it seemed ridiculous saying that, but I really, really meant it. And so whatever it is that people are thinking, you know, they want to achieve, when that's backed up with the necessary action and a little bit of audacity, absolutely anything is possible, because 5 years later I'm doing the exact thing that I said I was going to do, and it's going to be the biggest GoPro ever, because he's releasing his new book,
which we're all going to get a copy of, actually, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, and this is another, like, right now, by the way, guys, GoPro is on sale for $3.
which is, sorry, by the way,
Right, like-
was it you or me that texted him saying, have you lost your mind?
Both of us. I
Yeah,
was like,
think
you're
we did.
mad. You're mad. Hang on a second. It costs thousands of pounds to get to GoPro.
Yeah.
To
We've
sit
paid
in that 5,000
£6,000 a ticket.
to sit in
An
that
audience of, I think there's like 500 people in the studio.
only 500 in the studio,
But
hundreds of thousands online. Now, usually I think it would be, what, 197?
197 I think for standard, and 397 for the VIP, which means that you get all of the backstage, the Q&As with the speakers, like additional sessions that you
the
would
breakout
miss.
rooms,
Breakout
things like that.
rooms.
Yeah.
So when I paid for this 5 years ago, I paid $397 sorry. And when we were sat at the mastermind last month, he was like, so I'm doing something this year, and we was like, go on.
Mental.
Mentalist. I'm going to give everybody a GoPro ticket for $3. I've just paid $6.50 for a matcha, by the way. And you're getting 3 days worth of training from literally, it looks terrible now.
It looks like
swamp water.
Swamp water. She's not getting me on the matches, by the way. I'm just
I promise you you'll like it as well.
I tried one once.
You did it wrong.
No, it made my tummy go ever so funny. I couldn't leave the house for about 3 hours.
That doesn't surprise me. And so
anyway, back to GoPro. Yeah, he said when we were there, $3.
Yeah.
$3. And me and Leah was like, for what? For $3 for what? For 3 days. $3 for 3 days. Now, take it back 5 years. This is where Leah started. 5 years ago, she hadn't done network marketing. She just joined. She watched GoPro and it changed everything. I watched GoPro 2 years. It was only 2 years ago was my first GoPro.
And did you do that in person or online?
Online. So I did it in the December online. And it was the first I'd ever heard of GoPro, by the way. I'd been in network marketing. Well, I knew of GoPro, but I didn't know they did a live. It's the first I knew of the live. So 2 years ago, I did it online. And I remember sitting in my pajamas in my little cinema room and going through it thinking, oh, that looks scary, but I'd love to do that. And then the next year I was on stage.
Yeah.
That's how delusional I was, because I didn't meet him until the
year.
January that following year. And the first thing I said to him was, I'm going to take the stage at GoPro. I did it by the end of the year. But it's such a big thing that when he said $3, I was like, me and Leah are like, you've lost your brain.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have to make it accessible to people. It's the biggest event in network marketing, in the network marketing calendar. It's the one system that works for everybody. It's a system that we've worked off of $3, guys. So I want to say now, if you haven't got your 3-day ticket for $3, you've got to get it. Like, check out our bio. You've got to get it.
And not only that, he's giving away. So he's not released a book for 12 years, over 12 years.
I saw that on the way in today. I saw him pop up on my Instagram on the way in today, and he was like, it's been 12 years.
Since he wrote the Bible of our industry. The Bible of our industry. It literally is. It's sold hundreds of millions of copies globally. And it's become the blueprint that, like Rach said, we've worked off and tweaked and, made fit for our company and for the industry in today's climate with things like social media, AI, all the tools. And he said that it's a million times better than that because it works in today's field. So not only are you getting 3 days of training from the best in the world, and the only people that have been announced at the minute are me. Me, Daniel J.
I'm your biggest fan. Yes!
I was yours last year, so we get to
excited. I'm so excited.
Daniel G.
So who's Daniel G? Who?
Leah Lockett.
Leah Lockett.
And
Leah Lockett.
Marina Worry, Eric Worry.
Of course. And Sandro.
Spicy Sandro's training.
And Leah Lockett. Did we say Leah Lockett?
She is.
Yay!
And so, if you've not got a ticket,
fangirling you all
I
over.
love it.
Oh my god!
So excited to do it.
I could literally, my insides could burst.
I'm so excited to do it, and I'm going to make sure it's the best one that you hear.
Now, question.
Yes.
Have you got your outfit? What are we wearing? Because right. So Leah Lockett went out. I'm going to change. I'm going to tangent.
I knew you was just about.
I knew you. Yeah, because what did Leah Lockett do last night? She went to a fancy fashion show.
I did.
Harvey Nicks closed. And where did you end up?
In Harvey Nichols for like a lock-in.
I saw the empty wine glasses.
There was about 12. It was me, Amy, Beckett and Zach drank all of them.
And how much did you spend on outfits?
5,450. And I woke up this morning and I thought...
Did you not regret it?
No, I don't regret it.
Good.
I've got no idea what
But can you wear one for GoPro?
No, they were not GoPro appropriate.
Where are we going?
Well, actually, one of them might have been. I just feel like they're for general life purposes. To buy.
I need to come and see your new...
You actually need to go and...
Because I'm dressed quite questionably today.
Well, I was saying to somebody the other day, I've only got 2 settings. One is sport mode, which is this. And then the other one is...
New shoes, though.
You've got sport mode on.
I'm joking. I look like a snowman. Yours are fancy. Yeah, sports mode or
like super overdressed.
Keynote speaker.
Yeah. So I might have something in there, but I feel like I can do better on outfit. But I'm going to make sure that the content of what I cover is absolutely world class as always. So I'm excited for that. And if you've not got a ticket, go to our bio and get one now because he's not going to keep this on through till December.
There's no way it's staying at that price.
No.
And
you won't get the book.
Way.
You won't get the book either.
Oh, and you get the book as well.
And then
very excited about because I can't think of what else he can write.
I just think he's going to bring it like up to date with today's climate of the things have changed since 12 years ago in the industry. Not only
drastically changed.
Not only the way it's
we're
done.
In it.
Well, exactly. We've brightened the place.
Have we? I keep saying answers on a postcard like I'm living in the 1980s.
Answers on
I'm so Blue Peter.
Post.
Did you ever have a Blue Peter badge? You're too young for that.
I know what it was, but I didn't get one. Didn't you have to do something good?
Yeah.
Maybe I could get one for like network
have to
marketing now.
We could have
we
could have written in with our network marketing plan and gotten a blue. You still can't get one. Do you want me to get you a blue Peter badge?
I want a blue Peter badge.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
Should I get you one?
Yeah, I'm going to put it
Absolutely. We could pretend that your name's Tandy and I'm going to get you one.
Why Tandy?
Because I think you have to be a child. I actually don't think they give them to grown-ups. Okay. Should I see?
Yeah.
ChatGPT it now. Ask ChatGPT.
This is how fucking off-piste we've gone.
Can grown-ups get a blue Peter badge?
Right, I'm asking it now.
Because this is going to be my next thing to do. Can grown-ups...
What are we going to do with it?
Wear it. You can get into like Alton Towers for free and stuff like that.
Oh, well, I mean, I desperately need that, but
I know that's like, you can get into things.
No, you actually can.
You might be able to get 10% off Harvey Nicks. You probably do need that.
I could do with that.
I reckon you could probably get 10% off Harvey Nicks. I'm not putting it out there.
No, I think we could get one.
Right.
Oh my God, we can well get one.
It
said adults can absolutely apply. The show gives badges to people of any age
Oh, yeah?
who've done something inspiring, creative, or that contributes positively to others, e.g. mentoring and achievements, etc. You can just buy one or apply.
We're just a human Blue Peter badge.
And we can get a gold one, which is for exceptional achievements or inspirational leadership.
What? That's just what
my God. And then ChatGPT is for, honestly, Leah, with your mentorship and helping hundreds create financial freedom, you'd be a serious contender for a gold Blue Peter badge.
Shall we get a gold
next
Blue
mission,
Peter badge?
gold Blue Peter badge.
Legit, we're coming back with our gold Blue Peter badge.
Mate, as soon as we finish, I'm applying
for the Mile High Club. We must. Okay, where were we?
We were just about to go into something completely
I'm so excited.
different.
I think I'm more excited about my gold Blue Peter badge than I am about GoPro. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
The two best things that have ever happened in 2025.
Oh my God.
But what we were about to go into
Can't get over it. When I got Blue Peter badge.
We've lost her. She's got a shiny new syndrome.
You've lost me. I'm away with the Blue Peter gods. A gold one, though. Do you think it's a real gold? Do you think it's like a Planet Marketing gold pen?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Gold badge. It's got one of those the other way. Sorry.
We
As you were. Back to where you were. I'm just...
What I was about to...
Gold one. No.
what I was about to go into before Rach has just got magpie syndrome.
Look like on my outfit today.
You'd look like a twat, babe.
No! Carry on. I won't mention it again.
What I was about to go into was network marketing has changed drastically in the last 12 years because of social media, but also because of things like us. Things because of people like us doing things like we do, which has been slightly different to, I think, the past perception of it. Now, one of the things that most people get wrong with network marketing, and one of the things most people in network marketing will hear, the pyramid police. So let's start with that.
It's a pyramid. Now, it's a pyramid. It's a pyramid. Daniel G came on the other day. I feel at this point, I just said, didn't I? We need like a standing desk and we need like a big whiteboard. I feel like at this point we could do a whole training with a Sharpie pen. They have those things where they disappear and they flick up. I think we need one of those. Anyway, we haven't got one now, so we're going to tell you about what happened with Daniel G. Daniel G came on, wasn't meant to do a training. He ended up doing a training because that's him. And he brought out this sudden training about a pyramid scheme. Like when people say, is it a pyramid? And his answer to that was, well, what kind of pyramid? Which would confuse somebody.
Yeah. So I always ask this
pyramid.
I always ask this. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Because what I found is people actually don't know what it is that they're saying. They don't even know why they're saying that.
Do you know why they are saying it? Because back in the day, and I don't know, it's mainly people that are my age. So
yeah, it's
people
all the timeshare
in
shit
their
and whatever
40s.
else. Yeah,
Like, I remember my mum and dad. I remember in the 80s, my dad, he had an XR3i. He was really cool.
Yeah, you've told us that.
Did I tell this story about the pyramids? About them
done this? And I didn't know what an XR3i was at the time. That's the only reason I remember.
Very cool. But they gave money, and I remember them giving money away into the pyramid scheme, and they never got it back. So most people at my age had parents who were in
actual
genuine, and that's why I think a lot of people use the word pyramid, because it was a thing. Yeah, it was a thing. It was a scam, and a lot of people's parents fell for it. Mm-hmm. But why they put that to this is beyond me.
So I'll tell you where I think this comes from.
Make the connection.
So because what we do is multi-level marketing, so MLM. Now, because there are multiple levels.
Well done.
For those of you that don't know, I know what an MLM is. I'm in one.
Well done. took her 2 years to say that at the beginning.
Yeah. No, but now I'm obsessed with the fact.
Network marketer.
I'm obsessed with it because I understand it.
Proud.
Yeah, I understand it now. I'm obsessed with it. I can educate you on it. There's nothing that you can say about it to me.
Can't say it. Don't get to say it these days.
Ooh, I mean, you can, but you're not going to survive the conversation long. And MLM, so because of this pyramid structure, let's go back to what you said before. In a pyramid scheme, which is not MLM, what was happening was there were multiple people that were putting money in, and the money was being taken out by the top, but the person on the lower level, when the money stopped coming in from the bottom, never got paid out, so there was losses made.
Collapse.
Now that looks like a pyramid, but also let me just tell you what also looks like a pyramid. Every corporate structure and structure in the entire planet, everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere.
From churches to hospitals.
McDonald's.
To
schools
to real estate
gyms.
companies. Everything is owned by one person or maybe multiple, or it's owned and controlled by one, and then there are some board members just underneath that. And underneath the board members are the senior management. Underneath the senior management are the management, and you've got your employees, and then lower than that, support staff, grads, cleaners, whatever it is. And on each layer of this pyramid structure, the pay will start out low at the bottom and increase as you go up. Now, the difference between an MLM structure and a corporate structure, Daniel G explained.
Genius.
In the most incredible way. And I like to think I'm very knowledgeable in what I do and what we teach.
Genius.
And I'd never seen it done before.
Never.
So his response back to it's a pyramid scheme, which we hear day in and day out, was what type of pyramid? And when somebody explains, usually the misconception, the person at the top takes all the money. What Daniel G did was he drew a diagram and said, in a corporate or normal traditional structure, what we're taught is start at the bottom and work your way up to the top if you can.
Of the pyramid.
Of the structure.
But it's the person at the top's job to make sure that you don't get to the top. Mm-hmm. So you're stuck.
And also, there's only one position at the top. Now, I can work my way up, and I did work my way up a corporate ladder or pyramid or structure.
It should be called the corporate pyramid.
It is a corporate
this ladder
pyramid.
shit.
So, because we're taught that to do well, we must climb up levels. Mm-hmm. Now, I climbed up a lot of them, and I got to just below board members, but I couldn't get on the board. And I couldn't get to the other level. And this is where that glass ceiling hits. I'd climbed up and up and up, but then I got stuck and could never go anywhere else. Now, what Daniel G explained, why is network marketing, why is MLM so much more superior to a traditional pyramid structure in a corporate world? Because in our industry, the whole point of what we do is you start at the top
and build down.
Yeah.
Helping everybody, and everybody that joins starts at the top of theirs.
Yes.
So every single person is they're
the CEO of their own business.
Of their own business. Yeah. Every single one of you is at the point where you could never be if you were employed.
Yeah.
And the way that
you start at the top, but not the bottom.
At the top. And I was like, Jesus, that's it. In 30 seconds, he abolished the pyramid problem. I was like, that's it. Which one?
Yeah.
Which one? The one where you start at the bottom, or the one where you start at the top?
And you get to build down to the bottom.
Done.
And so...
Finished. Thank you.
The other thing I want to say on that, 'cause that was just...
Genius.
It was genius, and it was incredible. So simple. But the other thing that I want to cover is, so the MLM thing. So people say... Are you in is it an MLM? And I was thinking about this question. So, like, obviously that comes from a fear-based thing. Oh, it's one of those pyramid things. It all ties back into the same, I think, misconception that people have. So, is it an MLM? What do you do when somebody asks that? I used to avoid that question like the plague,
no.
because I was uneducated.
But for ages, let's hold our hands up. For a long time. I mean, for 2 years.
Yeah.
I used to actually tell people it wasn't. Is it network marketing? Oh, no. But it is. I'd be like, I remember telling somebody else in network marketing that this wasn't network marketing. And they were looking at me like, what?
Yeah, what is it then?
It's just sales. We just sell stuff.
Yeah, we've got an affiliate link.
Yeah, and they were like, what? I was like, yeah, affiliates and stuff. It's not an affiliate link. Like, and I don't know why we were so scared. And it wasn't until I actually got around people that were loud and proud that I was like, and didn't our businesses change? Didn't our businesses change the minute that, one, we were educated, and two, that we got around people who were also saying, well, if she's saying it, I'm saying, damn right, it's a network marketing company. Yeah. Damn right, it's network marketing. Damn right, it's MLM. Mm-hmm. And people started to lean in, because obviously with network marketing, all you need is a lean in. People were leaning in because we were proud about what we did.
And educated and able to educate other people. So the MLM question, let me just break it down for anybody that like struggles with this, because I used to. So the difference between MLM and normal corporate, let's say, which is singular level. So there are multiple levels for marketing in an MLM, which means this: I get paid to help multiple people make multiple streams of income. In a normal structure, what happens is multiple people do multiple hours to create multiple streams of multiple income for singular person. The pyramid has been completely flipped in my industry, and we don't get paid what we do get paid unless we have helped multiple people make multiple streams of income. So I am proud that I'm in an MLM. Why? Because I've helped multiple mums with multiple kids, and multiple Gen Zs with multiple bills, and multiple couples that want multiple holidays to make multiple streams of income. Stop shying away from the model and from the business model that has not just changed our lives, but changed so many other lives. And I think this leads us on nicely, Rach, to the unpaid intern era that everybody must go through before they can sit and speak about it the way I do. And my face just lit up when I was talking about that, and your face lit up watching me talk about that, because we're so passionate about it.
So passionate.
But we're 5, 6, 7, I don't even know how long we've been here, years in now, and what we don't talk about, let's manage some expectations.
Didn't we just speak about this as well on the last one about, the reason that we did so well in this boot camp was because we managed expectations. You are going to come into network marketing and not make money. You're going to be an unpaid intern for the first 6 months. Name one business that you would start and expect to earn 100K straight away.
I don't know, but if you find one, tell me.
I need it. I need that business.
Evolution.
Like, that you haven't worked 27 years to get to the point of. And there are some people that, but my husband worked for somebody for 25 years and then he got headhunted. Yeah, at the same level. Yeah. But he worked his way up for 25 years. Yeah. Name one business that you can start with no experience, with no training, with nothing, with with nothing, actually, with absolutely nothing, that you can make 100K. None. And I think what happens with network marketing is you get people that are CEOs of other companies that have made 100K in other companies coming to your company and expecting to pick up where they've left off, and you can't. No matter where you've come from, you've never done this before. The chances are you've never done this before. You've never done, or if you have done network marketing, you've never done our company. You have to start at day one, and it's managing people's expectations that you have to go back to rookie stage. And a lot of people aren't prepared to go back to day one to back to zero. Yeah. But everybody resets. When you start anything new, you reset at zero. And if you can understand that, and people can manage your expectations that the first 6 months is going to look like nothing. I always say consistency is nothing until it's everything. Consistency is nothing until it is everything, because I had to work my ass off for months and months and months before I really saw anything decent. And then it flew. But it's that you do have to work as an unpaid intern. And I get a lot of people say to me, yeah, but people are asking me, how much have you made so far? I say it's irrelevant. That is irrelevant, because I could make this amount of money and we could do the same blueprint, and I can't promise you that you'll make it, because I don't know who you are and I don't know your work ethic. I said, if anybody asks me how much I'm earning, it makes no difference to you, because you are not me. Yeah. You don't have my work ethic. You don't have my standards. You don't have my habits, and you don't have my consistency. And I don't know you. If I knew that you did have that, 100% I could tell you that you would earn what I earn. Yeah. But I don't know you right now if you're new. So you've got to create those habits, that consistency. You're going to have to do a lot for nothing to begin with. And this is a bit where I'm going to say 80 to 90% of people quit.
They do.
They quit. What do we say when the people say, how did you get to the top? We make a joke. We're like, well, we just outlived everybody else. Everybody else quit. And people laugh, and I'm like, no, like, seriously. I look at people that joined the same time that we joined and are doing absolutely nothing and are probably kicking them. I can think of one person in particular who messed up badly and is kicking themselves that we're earning what we're earning. Yeah. And they pulled out. And now they have to watch us every single day.
Yeah. Me too. I can think of multiple
people.
I think on that as well, like, people are watching now the highlight reel for us. Like, oh, we're selling out.
It's a highlight reel.
We're selling out Evolution. We're speaking with this. We're on the GoPro stage with that. But the thing that I really want to cover with what Rachel's just said there, and just to kind of add on to it, is the unpaid intern era right at the beginning. So people are watching this now and seeing the awards and the glitz and the glamour, and it's fun and it's great, but it's our day like 4051 or whatever, and
We've really been doing it that long.
I would actually like to work out. I'd like to work out how many days I've been here. I'm going to do it actually.
365 days in a year. You could probably just times it by 5.
I opted out of maths before GCSE.
So you've been in about 1,700 days.
There we go.
There you go.
Not even 4,000.
No, 1,700.
Doesn't seem like a lot.
Wow,
now.
what you've done in 1,700 days is immense.
Mental.
Hang on, have I got that right? 5 times 3 times 6. Yeah, about 1,700 days. I'd push it to 1,800 for you. Wow.
It doesn't feel like a lot now that you've said that.
That's not a lot, is it?
It doesn't.
But we're on our... how exciting is that? 1,700 days and we're already on our highlight reel.
Yeah.
Wow.
But let's talk about the early days then, because
day 1 to 10. Shocker.
Let's do day 300, day 1 to 365.
Shocker.
There were, in my first 6 months, and I'd hit some ranks in those months, and I know you had. We were, Eric calls us unicorns.
We ran.
We were unicorns.
But we were also doing 16-hour days.
But we had unicorn work ethic. It was not, we didn't just transport.
We didn't just go poof.
Yeah, into ranks. We ranked up because we were moving like people that should be ranking up.
Did the work.
And we still are. Yeah. But in those initial stages, what you've just said there, 16-hour days, there were days, some days where I was doing like 18 hours genuinely. And that was work and business. And I was not getting paid, you know, it was a pay cut by anyone's standards. Yeah. And at the time I was engaged. And my ex-fiance used to say, like, how much have you even made? Like, how much money have you even made from this? And I'd go, like, $50 or, like, $250. And in that phase there, I could see now I could see exactly where I was speaking on GoPro stage. I was selling arenas out. I was getting paid. I was getting paid.
Over here. Wasn't that Delulu though, was it?
No.
Wasn't that Delulu?
It wasn't at all, in fact. But most people quit in that period, and this is why you're going to get the most resistance from the people that care about you the most and the people that love you the most, that are actually hoping for your downfall quite a lot of the time, because they would like to be right, and this is something that's completely out of their level of understanding and comfort zone.
Hoping for your downfall or scared of your success?
Both, I think. I think both. I think when you start to do something to better yourself and better your life, what happens is it starts to make the people that are closest to you look at why they're not doing it. Why am I not doing it? You become a horrible mirror for people.
Yeah.
And subsequently, I have left pretty much everyone from those eras of my life behind. And also, I watch this happen to people in my business now.
You can see it though, can't you? Mm-hmm. You can see it a mile off. You can see the ones. Sometimes people come into the business and I'm like, I want to scoop you up and take you out of that environment. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I feel like such a bitch sometimes. I'm like, you know that friend of yours?
Not a friend.
Get rid of her. You can't tell me. I'm like, dump her. Do you know how many friends? I mean, I had a very public friendship split, friendship split. And best thing I ever did in my life. Best thing. I mean, she's still pining over me, but that's another story.
Hi, babe.
Love you. But had to leave them. Had to leave them behind because they wouldn't allow me to grow into who I needed to grow into. And now having that happen to me and coming out the other side and saying, sorry, you can't unsee me now. This is what happens with people. And it is, and I see when people come into the business and I'm like, it's the boyfriends, it's the friends.
Let's cover this as an entire episode.
I feel like we need to do a whole entire episode.
We're going to do it next week because there's so much in here. Yeah, now you've started talking about it. There's so much in here.
God, I feel like I've opened Panda.
It'd be such a shame.
You know I'm going to get like lawyers' letters now saying,
Listen, I'd be pissed off if somebody didn't try and take legal action at some point.
Please, it's all going to come out.
I actually got a lawyer's letter. Yeah.
Saying don't say anything.
No, I'll tell you about it on the next episode.
Holy shit. Oh my God, the cliffhangers are just falling.
I got one yesterday. I've got another story actually. These are great.
Stop.
Fantastic. Guys, I'm going to leave you with this to close out because these are too good to not turn into an entire episode, what we're about to cover.
It's going to get juicy.
I'm going to leave you with this. Anything worth having takes time and vision that most people can't see. It's not your job to help everybody understand why you're on this journey, but it is your job to not quit on yourself in the days where you're not getting paid for the work that you're doing and you're not living the life that you want, because the groundwork is where the compound will kick in later. The foundational phase is where everything is built from, and during that you are an unpaid easy for me to say, unpaid intern at your own business.
Yeah, and just remember, you've not invested that much money. And that's it. You know, in a normal business, you'd be investing hundreds and thousands and thousands of pounds that you would have to then get back before you even got to zero. You're practically starting at zero, so you can only build with this business. But it's going to take time, and it's going to take efforts, and it's going to take consistency, and it's going to take good habits, and it's going to take a strong mind.
Yeah, and telling a few people to fuck off.
And telling most people in your life to fuck off.
Just for a little bit.
We'll leave it on that. Fuck off, everybody.
Thanks, friends.
Not you.
Not you.
See you next week.
Fuck off, everybody.